finally back from overseas. Finally get a chance to work on Corniotti. As you can see, it's been raining and my grass is hurt. I was going to try and mow it yesterday, but unfortunately my mower's got issues, so I've got parts coming for it. So far what I've done is I've went ahead and pulled the wheels off, knocked the center caps out of them on both sides. Then I put the wheel back on and bolted up. What that does is allows you to get to that axle nut. The axle nut's going to be a pain, especially if you torque it down real tight. I have DSS axles on there, so those things get cranked down pretty good. That'll help you out. Drop it back on the ground, park and brake, whatever, and it'll come right off. Alright, so here's the goodies. You can see AED billet knuckles. This allows you to run a 15-inch by 12 and a half wheel. The ones I'm looking at trying to run are 15 by 11 and a quarter with the bead lock. The only issue I have with that is a lot of the wheels, the back side of the barrel, which would be right in here, will actually touch the caliper. So we're going to see what we can do as far as caliper and rotor options. We're going to try and squeeze an RC Components wheel. No one's done it yet. You'd have to space it out quite a bit, and then you'd run into some fender issues here, clearance. So we'll see what we can do. All right, we got the extended studs in. These ones are an inch longer. The reason I went that long is if I have to run a spacer for the wheel setup I'm going, I have plenty of shank to do so. You can see here's the AED billet knuckle. It's all bolted up to the hub. I've cleaned up my DSS shaft a little bit here, and we'll go ahead and bolt it on and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so we got both of the knuckles in. You can see it there, AED's billet knuckles. Everything's already set up. This is an S197 rotor, set up with a stock caliper for now. I'm looking at getting some different brake setups, probably wheel wood, because I can get a custom hat offset to support different wheel sizes, because you can see the caliper actually sticks out past the edge of the rotor hat. So that doesn't work for most drag wheels. See the other side over here, done as well. Got lots of cool billet in here, lots of BMR stuff, but those AED knuckles bolt right up, no problems. Also added 1 inch longer studs for the track, and in case if I have to run a spacer. For now, I'd rather not, but we'll see how it goes. All right, gonna wrap this up, throw the wheels on, and go back to having a good time. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you the wheel and the wheel issues I've had. So Weld originally sent out the wrong wheels. They sent out some Magnum wheels that have the big circles in them. Not a fan of those at all. They were supposed to be Alumastars, but now the Alumastars are going to take some time to get made. But I found these on the shelf already. I actually like these better to work with the rear wheel. You can see the pattern is kind of similar to the way that it marches out. So I'm pretty happy with those. Those are 18 by 6. Now the RC Component wheels, they sent out the wrong center section with these. So the center section bolt pattern is actually 5 by 4 3/4. It should have been 5 by 4 1/2. The good news is these are 2-piece wheels, so I can just unbolt the center section, ship it back to them. They already have a new center section on the way, so we should be able to bolt that in and then test fit the wheel and see what our clearances look like. The other issue that we still are going to have is brake clearance for calipers, but I've talked to Willwood. I think I have a solution. They're going to send me out a caliper to test fit on the car. If that doesn't work, there's still another option I can still use. So we'll get that figured out sometime here in the next few weeks once I get all these parts in and start getting test fitting and everything going on. Now, the whole point of this is to run these big suckers here. You can see they're ET Street Rs, 325/50 R15s. That's a big chunk of tire back there. So the plan is to try and squeeze that back there. Hopefully we can get it to work. I've had people tell me you can't, but we're going to make it try. We're going to make a good try of it. If we have to pull fenders out or whatever, I'll do it. But I definitely want to run the most tire I can. The front tires are 28 by 6, again on an 18-inch wheel. Some other parts we still have going on. So my car already has Brembos. That's why I went to an 18-inch wheel. I like the Brembos. But I found these bullet Brembos that were already painted red. I was going to paint mine red. These came up cheap. Why not just leave them red? I'm going to pull the Brembos off my car, put them on my daughter's car. She has a 2019 Mustang as well. So she'll get my Brembos. I think we're going to end up doing some type of paint setup with them on like a blue. Her car's a magnetic metallic. I think it'll look pretty good. So we'll try that out. Also, I have an RTR grill going to go on. So we'll get that set up. I got some other parts that powder coat. A bumper brace from BMR. So I hate red. Don't ask me why. I'm going to do calipers just because it's contrasting color. But all the rest of the stuff that BMR sends out is either a a granny patio furniture freaking hammered finish or red, and I'm not happy with either of that. So it's getting satin black. All the parts I get from them go satin black. Just adds a little time to the process, but that's okay. You saw on some of the pictures I posted online, the race ramps. I tell you what, these are freaking awesome. This is a 72-inch set. They're super ultra lightweight. You can handle them, move them around very easily. The car, even with lowered Steeda progressives, had zero clearance going up on the ramp. Even with those little air diffusers that sit in front of the wheel, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Going up on the ramp, plenty of clearance. Gets it high enough off the ground you can roll underneath the car with, a little scooter. So love these things. They're awesome. Definitely give them a shout if you need any. All right, there's the final product. Just got the street wheels back on. You can see the extended studs there. We'll be going to 2 extended studs on the front as well. But for now, this is what we'll be rocking. Looking forward to putting the drag pack in the big 15 by 1125s with all that meat in there. We'll see how that goes once we get the wheels, center sections back, and everything set up. All right, one last piece I haven't talked about yet is we have a Cervini's GT500 hood on order. I selected the pre-paint option. Might have been a bad idea with everything going on, but it should be coming in the next few weeks. So we're going to put that on there. The reason I went to a GT500 hood is I want to help get all the heat away from the supercharger as possible, help extract all the heat. That does a really good job, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. So stick around. Lots more to come. Lots more parts on the way. So good things going to be happening soon.